Hey everybody, welcome to Partner News Live, March 11, 2026. Here with me is Shelly. Shelly, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing fine. How about you?
I'm doing just great, just great. Loving this summer weather in March. Actually, tell a lie, it did rain a couple of times so far, but who cares? The sun comes out, the weather is wonderful. Listen, normally this time we talk about our sponsor, but did you know that David Starr was live on CBS just a few nights ago, at least in Texas? Shall we watch that video?
Wow,
Yeah, let's
that
watch the
is
video right now.
awesome.
Isn't
Okay,
it?
let's do that.
Everybody, we are just a little more than a week away from the Java House Arlington Grand Prix, so we wanted to find out what it's like to go that fast around a race course.
But no one, not even the drivers, have been able to take those cars out on that track yet. So we settled for the next best thing. We sent our Bo Evans up to Texas Motor Speedway, where he got behind the wheel of a stock car to find out what it's like to go fast.
The engine's loud. Call Group 1. Put them in 10 cars and off you go, 150 miles an hour.
Ever wonder what it's like to be a race car driver?
Now, when you got your hands on that steering wheel and you're buckled in that seat and you're got your foot on the gas pedal, man, it's there's a lot going on there.
I teamed up with David Starr at Team Texas Racing to find out exactly what it takes.
How's it feel so far? You feel safe already?
I feel fast. They show people what it's like to race stock cars on a real racetrack. I strapped in for the ride at TMS.
One time I'd like to get into one of these suits for a story like this and become a racer.
Yeah, I think
Myself and others.
We got you tied into a seat, safety first, got a helmet on.
Shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake.
He's made of steel, he's ready.
Now, a lot of people don't know this about me, but I actually failed my driving test twice.
Go have some fun, man. And man, you go out in corner number 1 in the banking, you got to turn down there, you're running 150 miles an hour. The G-forces are amazing. The hardest part about the Texas Motor Speedway is the front straightaway. It's tough. Got 2 dog legs in it. You come off turn 4, you're aiming for the wall. Most normal people don't want to aim for a wall when you're going 150 miles an hour.
I don't even know what my top speed was. Scary. That was terrifying, but fun. That's fast.
140 miles an hour out there. He did awesome. He was great.
That's awesome.
Good job, man.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Well, in case you were wondering, Bo didn't qualify for the Java House Arlington Grand Prix, so you won't have to worry about him racing, but you can see some of the top IndyCar racers in the world take to the streets of Arlington next week. CBS News Texas will be there at the track next Friday.
I didn't want to cut her off too soon there, Shelley. It just seemed a little bit disrespectful, you know. Let me get rid of that off the screen. Fantastic, fantastic. I mean, David, he's always so good on camera, is he not?
Oh, definitely.
He speaks.
Yeah,
He
you can
speaks
tell he
really
loves
well.
what he does.
Yeah, you can tell. And did you see the Connectors logo was all over that? Fantastic.
Yes, I
Go
saw
Connectors.
that.
Oh my goodness me. All right. We have a really fun-filled episode today, do we not? We're going to be talking
Yes.
about the Asurion open enrollment. We have Michael Pitman from CSG Connected Solutions Group. He's waiting in the wings just now. We'll see him in just a moment or two. And then you and I are going to be talking about channel partners again, which is coming up.
Yes.
It's not far away now, only 5 or 6 weeks. And we're going to finish today by telling everyone how they can get a discounted ticket, how they can actually get into the expo free of charge. So listen,
Yes.
I'm thinking let's start by talking about TMP, the open enrollment. And I believe that you have some slides to share, which we shall do right now.
Neil, as you can see, someone at Asurion is a big soccer fan, and I know that you and your son were disappointed not to get tickets for the Scotland game in Boston.
Yeah,
I'm
we
so
were
sorry.
disappointed, so we'll be watching it on
Yeah,
TV, which will be just fine, but it would have been nice to have been there in person at least once. Yes,
yeah, brings back some sad memories. So sorry.
not to worry.
Open enrollment for TMP Total Mobile Protection began last Friday and continues until May 3rd. Pretty much all of our business customers qualify during the open enrollment, though new devices can be enrolled throughout the year when they are new. Here's the pitch slide showing all the statistics that you can be showing to your business customers and prospects. There are two flavors of TMP. For single line or two line, there is TMP, then TMP MD for multiple seats up to 49. Here's a summary of the top benefits.
I was going to delete this. I was going to delete this slide, Shelley, but I saw extra time, and it reminds me in soccer, of course, you know, the referee gets to add extra time at the end because all the English players, you know, all the English players, they're all
Oh, I gotcha.
soft
Do you,
flowers. You know what I mean? They're kind of like I never said this live on I mean yeah on Partner News Live, but they're pansies. You know the English players when they're struck in the leg, they fall down and they cry like babies for about 10 minutes, hoping that the game will end because they're a goal up on the other side, not realizing that the referee's adding on extra time anyway. So that's the only reason I left this slide in. Please go to the next slide.
okay, Neil, this is the real last slide. If you are in the mood, scan the QR code to test your knowledge. And I should tell you that this is Assurion's QR code and not ours, Neil.
No, we're not taking any responsibility for this QR code at all. But if you feel like it does work. It does work, by the way, and it tests your knowledge. And let's just leave it, Shelley, up on the screen for another moment so that people can scan it. And then
Yes.
what I think we'll do is I'll give a sort of a 15-second warning to Michael Pitman from CSG Connected Solutions Group, and we'll join him in just a moment.
Great.
All right, Shelley, listen, when you and I come back together after we've spoken with Michael, let's talk some more about channel partners. Okay, so I'll see you in just a
Yes.
few minutes. All right.
All right, great.
As promised, we have Michael Pittman, CEO of Connected Solutions Group, CSG. Michael, welcome back.
Thank you, brother. I'm super excited to be back. Hope you're doing fantastic.
I'm doing just great, Michael. I can't believe it. You know, let's throw up a picture. It's been 3 years since you and I had that. We've been conversing much, much longer. But look, here is the two of us in front of the NASCAR at Channel Partners in Vegas. And I understand you and your people are going to be on the booth with us again this year. Indeed, you've got your own pod.
That's right. Yeah. Well, first of all, you guys do such a good job at Channel Partners. Such an unbelievable location. I mean, everybody sees that beautiful NASCAR right there out front. So we're excited to be a part of it. And I think what we've got going on with this portal, some of the things we're going to chat about today, it's a really an ideal time for us to be present with you as we talk to your partners. So we're thrilled to be there.
Fantastic. Michael, most of our viewers or partners are already familiar with CSG, but just for the few newbies, would you just give an overview of what CSG offers?
Yeah, absolutely. So our traditional main line of business, if you want to call it that, is in the Verizon Mobility Co-sell program, and we've been the largest in that department for 10 consecutive years. So you're very, very proud of that. But what it has really taught us is how to serve business customers, and we've touched hundreds of thousands of them, which is insane to even think about over the years. So us having so much direct interaction with B2B customers with Verizon on all types of cellular connectivity solutions has really given us an opportunity to extend beyond just that co-sell relationship and to help other, the business agents and the folks out there that are directly selling to the businesses. And what's really cool about it is we're not, looking for activation or anything like that. That's for you guys, that's for the agents and for our partners. But the services that we render, both physically and then the hardware that we are really a top tier partner on really any major Verizon certified device out there. Gives us a lot of kind of pricing and functionality type assistance that we can offer the agents. So we're kind of really well set up to deliver a lot of B2B solutions, and your partners are able now to really take advantage of that.
Could you give our partners an idea of some of these solutions that they can be offering to their SMB prospects?
Yeah, really, any type of device staging, kitting, fulfillment, any type of installation, site surveys, signal enhancement, signal remediation, you know, fitting devices into certain verticals, loading applications, vehicle installations. I mean, I could go on and on. Really, it's it's boots on the ground in all 50 states that have been trained by CSG and are really, some of them are W-2 employees, some of them are 1099 contractors, but they've all got a very firm understanding of the type of wireless solutions that businesses deploy. But then also at our couple facilities, one in Richmond, Virginia, one in Chicago, Illinois, a lot of being able to drop and fulfill immediately for customers quickly, the ability to do really any loading and flashing of devices. It's just a kind of another tool in your tool belt to deliver a more effective end-to-end solution for the customer.
I love it. I love it. Hey, Michael, you know me. I like to put you on the spot when I've got you as my captive audience interviewee, as it were. Can you just from the top of your head, can you give us an idea of what a typical solution and implementation might look like for an SMB?
Yeah, look, there's such a big focus on fixed wireless right now, obviously. So, we do that stuff in our sleep. Once we identify how the customer is utilizing that FWA device, we can help them choose which device is the best for their exact needs, what type of native infrastructure they're already existing in. Are we doing primary or failover? If we're using multiple SIMs, how we can either bond or set up SIM to SIM failover. If the customer has any concerns about signal remediation or wanting to go to a dual SIM environment where they can go, let's say if God forbid Verizon is having signal issues, that they can fail over to a smart SIM to identify whatever available network is in the area to make sure that they're up and running. Really, it's submitting us the customer location, what they're trying to do, and our team, both from an engineering and then to our ground services, really just help your partners decide what is the most cost-effective solution for the customer that's going to do exactly what they need it to do. So it really is like having your own engineering department and your own installation department of your business where we can act as you, interact with you if you want, direct with the customer, or we can just advise you and you can go back to the customer. It really gives you kind of a white labeled engineering and installation team, and then not to mention just really fast, quick delivery of hardware setups and IMEI, so you can activate and do what you need to do.
Nice, thank you, Michael. And I know CSG is very famous for after sales support as well, both for our partners and for the end customers as well. But right now, because we're short of time, I would like to ask you about this up and coming portal that will be available to our partners very soon.
Yeah, this is what we think is really going to be the game changer for you guys. So during the pandemic, we rolled out for Verizon sellers directly what we called an express portal. What it allowed is for customers, if they were walking into a store or just in a B2B environment, to order non-stock items directly from CSG's inventory and deliver overnight or 2-day immediately. Within seconds, the activating agency will have the IMEI. So if you're in this portal and you have a customer that needs some CSG M106 Pros, for example, you submit the order online. Even if it's a subsidized cost, you immediately get your IMEIs within seconds. So you can activate, we can make sure the device is activated before we ship out, and then it immediately heads to your customer. This kind of blew up, Neil, way bigger than our expectations, because it just enabled, that kind of Amazon experience that everybody's been looking for, of just quickly placing an order, quickly getting delivery, quickly getting the activation on the books for our bosses, really ticking everybody's box at once.
Mm-hmm.
And store guys, what I think is really, really cool is they don't have to stock inventory, and then they can sell inventory as their own. And it's not just routers, it's smartphones, BYOD, hardware like that, tablets, other B2B devices. But a big portion of it are these fixed wireless routers. And that stuff's expensive to carry, expensive to stock, and now you just don't need to. It comes from our inventory. The customer has no idea that it comes from our inventory. We can ship it with your information. We can blind ship it, obviously, and it pulls right from our inventory. You activate immediately, and it delivers to the customer. It's really going to be a game changer for your agent. And at Channel Partners, we really encourage everyone to stop by and meet with our team that's going to be there, because we can show you a live demonstration. We can kind of show you exactly how it works. And we're super eager to get it in front of you guys.
Oh, fantastic. At Channel Partners, do people need to get in contact with you beforehand to make an appointment, or should they just drop in on the booth to say hello and start asking questions, start a conversation?
We'll have both available, Neil. So obviously, it'd be great if we set as many appointments as we can. And our Mike Alfieri and Tommy Lee, our representatives that'll be there, will have their calendar. But also, we're going to have at least one person free to handle walk-ups, because we know that's, especially with this unbelievable location that you guys have, we're going to have plenty of that as well. So, we'd love for people to book as many appointments up front as possible, though.
Fantastic. And Michael, just to let you know, in a moment or two, Shelley and I are going to be sharing with our partners, and indeed anyone who's watching just now, the code to get discount entry to come in and visit with us there. But listen, I wanted to ask one more, before I let you go, Michael, one more request. Do you think you could get your staff to do a longer video on demand, a winner's circle video, showing how to use the portal when it's ready for prime time?
Absolutely, and we're very, very close there, Neil, and I will definitely want to reconnect with you and actually go through a quick portal demonstration. It's super easy. It's not going to take a whole lot, but I do want you guys to see just how slick this tool is that is about to be available for all your agents. So we will absolutely get back together and shoot that here real soon.
Perfect. Michael Pitman of CSG, thank you for joining us today.
My pleasure. Good to see you, Neil.
So, I mean, that's really exciting. Shelley, you remember we spoke last week. Actually, let's pull up the slides. We talked about having six pods. Yeah, we don't know exactly where each of them will be at the moment on this hypothetical plan view of the booth. CSG is here, but we don't know where they're finally going to be. But it's really good to know that we're going to have so many exciting things on the booth this year. Remind everybody, what are the dates for Channel Partners in April?
The dates are Monday through Thursday, April 13th through the 16th. And now on the 16th, it'll be until lunchtime.
So last time we showed these pictures here, and these are the feather banners, which will be back here. Yeah, and this is kind of funky because this part of the carpet is 30 by 30 feet, and there's next to 10 by 30 on the back. And I think we're split by the pillar that holds up the roof. Thank goodness. And you remember that each of these 6 pods have got a table kind of like this, made out of genuine used NASCAR tires. And over here we have a picture, but I've got a better picture now that Melissa sent us this morning. Here we go. Yeah, and now you can see far more clearly.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a piston. You can see the piston rings on it, obviously, where the crankshaft goes through the center here. And each of the 6 pods, only 5 here, but each of the 6 pods will have one of these to identify who is sitting at that pod. And as you heard from Michael just a few minutes ago, welcome to set up a timed appointment with them, or indeed just show up on the booth anytime between mid-afternoon Monday through lunchtime midday on the Thursday between the 13th and the 16th, and start having conversation. And we know he's going to have at least 2 of his staff there all the time. Now, Shelley, last time we spoke, you told me that the car was being repainted, or rather the paint removed, and it was going to be mostly chrome. Is that still true?
Yes, that's what I heard. I heard it from the top, that is going to be, I can't wait to see like pictures of it there for that.
Well, this is the rendering, and it really doesn't do it justice because
No.
the parts that are all shown in sort of a grey at the moment are actually going to be the shiny chrome. So the
Yes,
car is going to
shiny.
be absolutely dazzling. And as we've had in previous year, we're going to have the two spotlights. We're going to have the two overhead, very expensive. I think 500 watts each. Spotlights down onto the booth and at least one of them onto the car. So the car is absolutely positively going to shine. It looks fantastic. Oh my goodness. Wow. I mean, just amazing. Yeah. I mean, what can I say? What can I say? A wonderful opportunity for you all, our partners, of course, to join us there. And last time you remember that Shelley said we have the glass house again. Can you remind everybody
Yes.
what the glass house is? It's 16 by 16, but what's it for, Shelley?
Yeah, yeah, the glass house. You are welcome to use the glass house. You have prospects. They might want to say, well, let's talk about it at lunch. Oh, hey, we have this great facility here that you can sit in. There's tables and there's chairs set up. And Neil, tell them what's inside there.
Well, we always receive two fake rubber plants, Shelley. And the first thing we do is we take them outside and we hide them round the back. However, we get several seats, two coffee tables, four armchairs, and two love seats. Now, I'm not sure that, engineers like us like to talk about love
Yes.
seats. I'd rather just call them two-seater sofas. There is enough room, Shelley, in that glass house, 16 by 16, in order to have two customer meetings. So if you have prospects and you don't want to try and force them to walk, 10 minutes away
Mhm.
to the hotel to go to a suite or something like that, or a restaurant, or if you want to have an impromptu meeting in the moment because they're busy, yeah, you can come to us and use our meeting room right there in that big antechamber, very, very close to the booth itself.
And
So
and
stay
you
in
can
touch.
close the deal the same
And
day.
you can
Close the
close
deal
the
the same.
deal right there, there and then on
Yes.
the expo floor. Well said, Shelley. And let's share this screen now. It's quite a long URL, so Rick is sending out the link in the usual MailChimp emails to you all. If you need the URL because you don't receive the emails for some reason, get in touch with me, Neil at connectus.com, and I will send you the link. But here it is up the top. It's very long winded. But once you get there, I want to draw your attention to this. Okay, this is the discount page, and you're going to be registering with the discount code Connectus, all capitals. But before we go any further, it says offer valid for qualified channel partners only. MSPs, agents, resellers, integrators, and end user consultants. Now, this is important, okay? Because when we get to a page in just a moment that I will show you, if you fill in the wrong one, you not only will you not see the discounted prices, but you won't have access to use this code. And I mean, the money to go in there um, without discounts is quite ridiculous. All right, so let's see what happens when we register now with the code Connectus. What does it say? Okay, so I'm filling in all my usual information here. What should I call myself? Something like that. Let me give myself a password. Okay, everyone. This is the important part. Account manager doesn't really matter. What is your what size your company? What is your business? Right. This is where it gets a little bit complicated. I'm going to say VAR solution provider. Okay. Then I'm going to hit next. And the first thing you will notice, Shelley, although no one else has seen it, is the prices are already halved by selecting VAR in this case. So that's a good sign, because when we then hit next and it takes us to the bill, yeah, it offers us all these add-ons. I'm not going to bother with these just now because I want to get to the most important place. And that is the fact that it's already noted that we put in, and remember, it's always uppercase connectus. Make sure you spell it correctly with one N. And this is how you get the discount, taking it down to the $0. And then you're going to hit on next. It's taking its time. Hooray! Hooray! Hooray!
There we go. Ding, 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 ding. You're the winner.
Ding, ding, indeed. Fantastic. Let's take that down now, Shelley. All right. So we've done really well. I just want to tell everybody that the opportunities to meet people, there are thousands upon thousands of prospects, in addition to all the vendors inside the expo and the few folks outside the expo where we are. So if you've been to Channel Partners before, you will know just how front and center our booth is. And if you haven't been there before, ask around, find out. The expo is usually only open for a few hours on Tuesday, most of the day on the Wednesday, and then for 2 or 3 hours on the Thursday morning. So, in my view, the majority of the people who are paying the big bucks for the actual expo space are not getting their money's worth. Whereas we have got this fantastic area, which is in the anti-chamber. We'll show it next time. I think we'll show the plan view once again. Remind me, please, Shelley. But I mean, we are open literally from the Monday afternoon through to the lunchtime. Yeah, we do go to bed in the evenings. Yeah, and so if you want to come and be associated with us, if you would like to invite prospects either beforehand or in real time on an ad hoc basis to come and use our glass house, you are welcome to do so. But
Right, and
let us know if you're coming. Sorry, Shelley?
and that's April 13th
Mhm.
through the 16th until lunchtime.
Yeah, so book your hotel, book your flights. Look forward to seeing you there. Okay, Shelley, I think that's all we've got for today. I think we've run out of time once again. Time flies.
Yes, it sure does.
Okay. Well, listen, thanks for being with me again and holding my hand
Yes.
and covering some of these slides for me. You may have noticed I've had a bit of a tickle in my throat today, so I was very happy to have the few moments of respite courtesy of you, Shelley Stapp. Okay. Join me again in 2 weeks' time, please. Yeah.
Yes, I'll be here.
Sounds good. Let's say goodbye to everyone. Thanks for watching. Y'all take care.
Bye-bye.